honestly am really prepared for high school. I love my teacher, I love this school, and I'm ready to move on to high school.
They have supported me throughout K through 8, and I feel that this is the perfect on-bringing to high school, and I feel I'm really ready for the high school. I'm ready for the future.
They're remarkable. So many talents, so much enthusiasm, so much energy. It is a gift to be able to work with them every day, and to bring them to this point at Project Night is a treat. They take an idea and they research it and they find a mentor and they practice and they strive and they fall over and they fall down and they get back up and they do it again and again, and they come here and they present it.
Artists are people who engage themselves in transforming a thought or feeling into an image. They have the ability to capture emotions and feelings that are contagious to those who view their work. My name is Christina, and my 8th grade project is painting. The way artists could create an image in their minds and reflect it onto canvas, or recreate an image so perfectly, has made me want to experience the step-by-step process of a completed painting. My goal was to grow as an artist and to learn how to paint realistically. In my project, I learned different techniques, how to mix colors, and improve my drawing skills. Before I started, I only knew the basics of painting. I knew how to mix up basic colors like green and purple, and also had an experience with drawing. My project led me to exploring the process of painting, and also myself. I worked through both frustration and fun to complete 2 paintings that I am very proud of. I will now present you 2 of my paintings that I completed in a course of 8 months.
The feeling of empowerment, being able to create anything, the satisfaction of watching your work of art come to life, and the pride of showing off the product. I'm Michael Kest, and I chose stop motion animation for my 8th grade project. The majority of stop motion is spent sculpting, drawing, arranging, creating, shaping, and largely, in my experience, being frustrated. There were times when the technology wasn't working, and then I became dissatisfied with the quality of my work. There were more than a few days when so many things were going wrong for me that I just wanted to forget about my project entirely and never have to work on it again. However, the prospect of having to explain myself in front of all of you kept me from giving up. This is my mentor, Justin Cohn. I can truthfully say that without him, I would have given up in the early stages of my project and most likely towards the end as well. Stop motion has been an experience that taught me more than I could have ever expected. A lesson that I learned over and over while animating was that not everything could be forced into being, that if I wanted to have a final worth showing, I would have to take my time. Animation has allowed me to express my creative and ambitious personality while also letting me clear my mind and focus on my hobby. Here are a few clips of my work.
My name is Garrett Motorson. My 8th grade project was the study and design of the turbojet, one of those things on the wings of the jet. Mine's not nearly as big, but it does its job, which is either making a racket or trying to kill me. It was then made clear how much more there was to the jet. After a long talk, I had an agenda of new necessities. The first was the shaft on which the turbine was rotating. The second was the turbine. Then we would need the combustor to be placed, and fuel was another thing we needed. Oil was then needed on the shaft to make it spin more freely, and an oil pump would be needed as well, attached to a battery. Spark plugs would be needed for ignition, and a fan to cool the oil. Then we would need a sensory system hooked up to a computer. I was quite overwhelmed, but this was just 10 out of 63 items we would need to build our success. As I saw the light, and my jet engine actually started looking like a jet engine. These last days, I had time to relax and think back on the past. Somewhere in the building of the jet engine, I had learned some helpful skills. I was now capable of confidently using a grinder, buffer, high-torque drill, and bandsaw, things I had at first labeled as death traps. This is a video of one of the later test burns.
Hi, my name's Lucas Monty, and this is my journey along the road to learning guitar. In the beginning, I knew absolutely nothing, and it took me 6 minutes to play 10 chords. Luckily, starting from absolute zero meant that I had no bad habits. However, it also meant that I had no foundation to build on. Here's a video of my first lesson.
Yeah, just move that one string, keep that one finger there, exactly. Move your, no, keep that one finger there. Keep this one finger there, no, that string.
As you can see, I was quite horrible. Because of this, the first several months were all about music theory. I was learning about different chord inversions, which are different fingerings to play the same chord. Along with this, Scott was teaching me the 6 types of 7th chords, which are triad with an added 7th. While this may be helpful, it is extremely boring. Finally, after several months, I was rewarded with my first song, Blackbird.
I developed a love for music at a young age when I started listening to the radio. I loved the beat of the songs and the lyrics, and how each song put me in a different mood. Music for me expresses feeling and thought. Good evening. My name is Amelia Piotr, and for my 8th grade project, I learned to play the piano and compose a song. Writing a song on the piano is my original idea, but I still needed to learn the piano first. This I thought would be easy, and that I could jump right into the actual project. I figured it would take time and patience to learn the piano and write a song, which was true. The surprising part was that as a writer, you can be very critical of your work. For me, it took a while to feel good about my song, but I stayed focused and dedicated nevertheless. Learning to play the piano and writing a song was a very challenging yet exciting experience, and I will now perform for you my song.
I'm gonna miss most about NCS probably is the small community, because at NCS you really get like a good group of friends because the classes are so small and you're with them, most people from kindergarten.
I got into Marin Catholic with honors, which was pretty much the school I wanted to go to, so I'd say that Novato Charter School obviously got me where I wanted to go, and it just did it all for me.
Their enthusiasm and their interest in life hopefully will carry them to places I can't even imagine. It's hard to let them go, but really exciting too.